Okay, so welcome everyone. As per usual, if you're watching the recording, you can move ahead to the 10-minute mark. That is when we will officially begin. Great. So you can join for meditation if they like. Okay, hello Karuna. How are you? Hopefully doing well. Hello there. Steve. Hi Steve. Hi Francie. Hi Castle. Hello AD. Hi Nikki.
Hello.
Hello Thomas and Kat. AD and Alexandria.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello Sarav and Cliff.
Hello.
So, hello to Siraj on YouTube. AD, I wonder, is it smoky where you are? Are you in a smoky, dark place? I can't hear you, but it looks a little bit smoky. Yeah, your microphone not working properly. So maybe type. Hello, Guled. Still cannot, AD. If you If your mic is working, your box will light up green. So I'm not sure, maybe something disconnected or don't know. Hello, Courtney and Anushka and Christina. Hello.
Hello.
Hmm.
Hello.
Hmm.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, yes,
Okay.
whoever you are. Okay, hi there, Susan from on YouTube and tuning in from Scotland, windy Scotland, and Braden. Glad that you're here, Linda, Mindy, Nuno. So many people gathering together at this moment. Hey there, David. So we take a few more minutes to settle in, to get comfortable, to find our intention. You know, why are we here? We have to ask ourselves this kind of question. Why are we here? What's the reason that we want to meditate? We have to have some kind of purpose, some intention that supports our resiliency, our willingness to try, our willingness to practice. So we can find that for ourselves at this moment. Hi, Anna. Hi there, Mickey on YouTube. Um, Braden has a quick question before we begin about binaural beats. Um, the main focus for us in meditating is to have that space to relax, to settle, to calm down. And if binaural beats or guided meditations help you to do that, then that's good. But we want to have a method, a way of practice that supports us to be independent, that is not conditional. So if we're in line at the grocery store and we want to experience the nature of all reality, we might not have binaural beats to put on. So we pick a meditation method of the breath, awareness of the body, something that can really be reliable in any given situation. And even the best guided meditation or the best binaural beats are not particularly reliable to bring with you. So the meditation is the last thing, the last bastion of the self, the last experience to hold on to be willing to give up and let go of sights, sounds, smells, all of our nice technology that we enjoy, right? Have a nice phone or a nice computer, nice tablet, whatever it might be. And we want to be in a position to give up, to let go, to detach from those material objects because actually we can't control if they will stay around or not. They don't actually belong to us. It's just something that happens to be here at this moment. And if we fall into a state where we are relying on the computer, relying on the website, relying on some kind of stimulation that comes from outside, we're setting ourselves up for failure because you're not going to be able to have those things all the time. You're going to lose those things. So don't be attached. I think for many people, the practice can kind of be twofold. On one side, you're finding those preparatory practices for preparing you to relax, to relate to your body and mind in a more compassionate, more patient, more intimate, sincere way. So that might be binaural beats, that might be a form of spirituality or magic or witchcraft and wizardry. Who knows what it'll be? To help us just start to touch that intimacy, that directness of our lived experience at this moment. And then once we find that, oh, we're actually interested in training our relaxation, we're interested in seeing into the nature of our mind, then we can start to practice more of a scientific, simple, direct approach of training the mind, stabilizing the mind, acquainting ourselves, meeting face to face, center to center with the mind itself. Okay, so let's all take a moment to find our meditation position. Hopefully you've had your tea and maybe you're sitting by a nice fire. Um, you've done some slowing down on your own and now finding our meditation position. The practice is really such a gift, such a refuge that we are able to come back to again and again and again, and it never gets old. You never get tired of it because what it is a practice of experiencing reality, experiencing yourself at this moment. So you couldn't get tired of it because it's to connect with what is most precious to you, what is most alive for you, and that is the body at this moment and the mind at this moment. So we start by finding that comfortable, stable position for our body. Maybe we're sitting on the bed or the couch or a chair, or sitting on a meditation cushion. But we start to find that really comfortable, stable position to put the body down. And as we find that position to put the body down, we can start to focus on the precious breath. We can breathe in deeply a few times to connect fully with the breath, with the body. Breathing in deeply, bringing the mind that is so often focused on outside objects, materials, desires, bringing that mind home to the body. Recognizing, being aware of how precious the breath is to us. Oh my goodness, the most fancy technology, the greatest diamonds, the greatest gold, whatever it could be, whatever it might be, it, wow, it couldn't be as precious as the breath. And to be able to breathe fully and deeply at this moment is such a joy, such a treasure. So as we focus on the breath, as we connect with the breath, we feel the treasure of it, the value of it. The mind coming more and more home to the body. We take a great interest in our breath. There might be other distractions or feelings, ideas, but we prioritize at this moment what is most precious, what is most important. That is our meditation method. That is the breath flowing in and the breath flowing out. Feeling the body expand, grow, shrink, contract. Giving ourselves this time and space to just breathe. Allowing the body to be still, accepting whatever position the body is in. Breathing and being aware of the body. closing our eyes, we can turn the mind around fully, really looking inward, connecting with the heart, the lungs, the stomach, feeling the inside of our body. And whatever emotions or reactivity we find, whatever thoughts we find, just to accept, to be aware, and not be so convinced, not be so pulled into getting involved with that thought, that sound, that distraction, that feeling of me, my, mine, but just to release and to relax as those thoughts, those tendencies come up. Sound is just sound. The body is just the body, the experience of it, breathing and being aware of the body. Our meditation practice is not to change the world or to change ourselves, to empty the mind. It is just to be with the body, be with the mind, be with whatever is happening right now without falling into a state of reactivity, without running away from or running towards, but staying with our meditation method, just breathing, just being aware. This isn't the time to do anything. This is a time to practice non-doing, just breathing, just being aware. Today is a part of our meditation period. We will practice metta, loving kindness. So staying with your stillness, staying with your breathing, and being aware, you simply begin to repeat these phrases of loving kindness to energize, to enliven the feeling of loving friendliness towards ourselves. You can repeat after me, sending these words deep inside and speaking them with our internal voice or our external voice with a great sincerity. And a part of the practice is that we find out what is it like when we speak to ourselves in this way. What is it like when we practice this kind of loving kindness, loving friendliness towards ourselves without debate, without discussion, but just to do it, just to say it. Non-conditional loving kindness, non-conditional friendliness towards ourselves. Repeating after me. May I be kind. May I be kind. May I be kind. May I be gentle. May I be gentle. May I be gentle. May I be forgiving. May I be forgiving. May I be forgiving. May I be free from fear. May I be free from fear. May I be free from all fear. May I be totally free from fear. Bringing to mind someone that we love. Bringing to mind someone that we care about very deeply. Saying to them, extending our loving friendliness to them, may you be free from fear. May you be free from fear. May you be totally free from fear. May you be totally free from fear. May I be happy. May I be at peace. May I be at peace. May this body come to a rest. May this mind come to a rest. May I be free from confusion. May I be free from confusion. May I be free from confusion. May I be happy, healthy, and at peace. May I be free from problems. May I be free from difficulties. May I always meet with success. May I also have patience, courage, and determination. May I also have patience, courage, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in life. May I be safe. May I feel safe. May those around me feel safe. May I be safe. May you be safe. May you, whoever you are, be safe. May you, whoever you are, be safe. Focusing on our breath in the body, we can feel the energy of metta the energy of loving kindness, loving friendliness inside of ourselves. Breathing and allowing the feeling of friendliness, the willingness to be kind and compassionate to ourselves, to flow throughout all parts of the body. May I be free from suffering. May I be happy and at peace. May I overcome all challenges. May I overcome all challenges. May I realize complete liberation. May I realize the ending of all suffering. May I be free. May those who I love be free. May those who I do not know be free. May those who I do not like be free. May all beings be free. So I like to read a translation of the Loving Kindness Sutra from Thich Nhat Hanh. This is something that I used to read quite a lot, and I think it's a wonderful way to understand this practice of metta more deeply. So staying with that feeling of loving kindness in your body, that energy, and really recognizing that deep intention that you have to be loving, to be kind, to wish for your own freedom, to wish for your own peace. As I read through this translation from Thich Nhat Hanh. He or she or otherwise who wants to attain peace should practice being upright, humble, and capable of using loving speech. They will know how to live simply and happily, with senses calmed, without being covetous, jealous, or carried away by the emotions of others. Let them not do anything that will be disapproved of by those who are wise. And this is what such a person contemplates. May everyone be happy and safe, and may all hearts be filled with joy. May all beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, invisible or visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Just as a mother loves and protects her only child at the risk of her own life, cultivate boundless love to offer to all living beings in the entire cosmos. Cultivate boundless love to offer to all aspects of yourself. Let our boundless love pervade the whole universe, above, below, and across. Our love will know no obstacles. Our heart will be absolutely free from hatred and ill will. Whether standing or walking, sitting or laying, as long as we are awake, we should maintain this mindfulness of love in our own heart. This is the greatest way of living, free from wrong views, greed, and sensual desires, living in beauty and realizing perfect understanding. Those who practice boundless love will certainly transcend birth and death. Etana sacha vajina soti te hotu sabada. Etana sacha vajina soti te hotu sabada. Etana sacha vajina soti te hotu sabada. By the firm determination of this truth, may you ever be well. So this practice of metta, this practice of loving kindness, it's simple, it's direct, it's easily digestible, easily understandable by our minds. Especially as a modern people, we tend to use our thinking a lot. So to practice metta is to use our thinking in a way that energizes, brings up, supports, and feeds this energy of loving kindness, gentleness, friendliness, patience, acceptance. And in the same way that a tree needs water to grow, our metta, our loving kindness, our tenderness, our gentleness needs attention to grow. And if you give it attention, it surely can grow. Western people in particular tend to be a bit masochistic. Somehow we get into our minds that uh, to be our own enemy makes some kind of sense. To be rough with ourselves, to be a bully to ourselves, to be an enemy to ourselves. Um, and I'm sure it's a human condition, but it's not correct. When we practice metta, we learn to be our very own best friend, our very own ideal partner, caretaker of our body and mind, caretaker of our heart. As it said in the sutta that we read, just as a mother loves and protects her only child at the risk of her own life. This body and mind is our only child. And this practice of metta is exactly that mother, to really take care deeply, without discussion, without debate. And so what oftentimes happens when we start to practice metta, loving kindness, there's a reactivity that comes up. Oh, this doesn't seem right. This isn't authentic. This isn't the way to do it. I'm going to go back to focusing on my breath. I'm not going to do metta. But we practice metta without discussion, without debate. There's no room for compromise in this loving kindness. And so we plant those seeds deeply into our heart, into our body, into our mind. And what happens when you plant those kinds of seeds? They grow, they bear fruit. That loving friendliness, that relationship to yourself will develop. And that tends to be what a lot of us need, is loving kindness without conditions, without any justification, but just to be loving and kind, just to be patient, just to be gentle. So let's do chanting of the Heart Sutra. Let's chant the Heart Sutra together. And after that, we will kind of open up the space for a Q&A and just kind of a time where we can sit together and be together. And if you have something to discuss, something to bring up, something to question, then the space will be there. If you want to continue practicing, the space will be there as well. Okay? Makes sense? So you can pull up the file if you like. If you like to try and chant along, you're welcome. Key words here, Avalovikteshvara, awakened being of compassion, prajna paramita, this kind of transcendent wisdom, this great purifying transcendent wisdom. The five skandhas are the aggregates, forms, feelings, perceptions, inclinations, everything that we hold on to, everything that we get stuck on. Skandhas. Dharmas as the Buddhist teachings, and dharmas as all phenomena, all sensations, all thoughts, all experiences. Prajnaparamita, this great transcendent wisdom. Bodhisattvas, those who put off their own enlightenment, their own awakening, their own getting what is the highest thing to get for the benefit of others. Attaining Buddhahood, attaining enlightenment, attaining freedom from suffering. And finally, gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhisvaha. Gone, gone, gone beyond. Totally free, totally awake. So, welcome to chant with me the Prajnaparamita Heart Sutra. We can bring our hands together. Maha Prajna Paramita Heart Sutra. When the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara was coursing in the deeper Prajna Paramita, she realized that all the five skandhas are empty, thereby transcending all sufferings. O Shariputra, form is not other than emptiness, and emptiness not other than form. Form is precisely emptiness, and emptiness precisely form. So also are sensation, perception, volition, and consciousness. Shariputra, this form of the emptiness of all dharmas is non-arising, non-perishing, non-impure, non-pure, non-increasing, and non-decreasing. Therefore, in emptiness there is no form, and no sensation, perception, volition, or consciousness. No eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, or mind. No sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, or thought. There is no realm of the eye, all the way up to no realm of consciousness. There is no ignorance, and also no ending of ignorance, through to no aging and death, and no ending of aging and death. There is no suffering, no cause of suffering, no cessation of suffering, and no path. There is no wisdom, and also no attainment. With nothing to attain, bodhisattvas relying on prajna paramita have no obstructions in their minds, Having no obstructions, there is no fear, and departing far from confusion and delusion, they reach ultimate nirvana. All Buddhas of the past, present, and future, relying on prajna paramita, attain supreme Buddhahood. Therefore, the prajna paramita is the great mantra of power, the great mantra of wisdom, the supreme mantra and the unequaled mantra which is able to transcend all sufferings. It is real and not false. Therefore, he uttered the mantra of prajna paramita by saying, Gate, gate, para, somgate, bodhisvaha. Okay, so at this time, if anyone like to ask a question to the group or to me or to share, the space is open for exactly that. You're also invited to continue practicing. Anyone like to ask a question or share
You mind if I
experience?
ask a question or just share my experience?
Yeah, Nuno, go ahead.
I have one.
Can I go first?
Is being
Or
Go
if you
ahead.
want
is
to say
being
the
numb
rest?
Go ahead.
to pain is being numb to pain a good thing? I guess. Uh, uh, I'm sorry, that might have been a stupid.
Well, it's a little bit vague to be numb to pain. If you're numb to all pain, then what are you? You're dead. So you're not dead. You're not numb to all pain. And there are many different kinds of pain: emotional, physical, the pain of loss, the pain of gaining and knowing that you will lose. Um, so to be numb is problematic because when we practice, we want to feel everything. Practice is not a place of avoidance. Practice is a place of stepping into, connecting with, being aware of. So if you're in a non-aware state, or if you're in a dull, numb state, then that is a problem. That is not ideal. But it's not clear what you mean by numb. Some people are born not able to feel physical pain. If they burn their hand, there's no pain involved in that. But do they feel emotional pain, psychological pain? Of course, they certainly do.
I was speaking more in terms of psychological pain. I think it's more. Uh, I think it's more like a coping problem to try and make yourself like to when people try to hurt you to not really feel any. Uh, and and yeah,
Well, we feel what we feel. So feel what you feel. We're not supposed to feel something. You're not supposed to feel a certain way when someone acts towards you in a certain way. You feel a certain way. That's it. So feel what you feel and feel it fully. And don't be afraid to feel it. And if that's a sense of numbness, then feel it more closely. Look into it more closely. Don't just say, oh, that's numbness, and go drink milk. But what is numbness? What is that feeling? Connect with it deeply. Feel not feeling as deeply as you can. Okay?
I'll try to do that.
All right. You report back. You let me know how it goes. Good to see you. Okay, go ahead, Nuno. You wanted to share something?
Yeah. Today I felt a bit difficulty just breathing, and it made the whole thing a lot more difficult to process because I just felt completely blocked on some parts of meditation. Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to chop down a tree, if you have the sharpest axe and the strongest arms, you will be blocked immediately. When you go to chop down that tree, you will be blocked. You will be stopped. So how do we chop down a tree?
We keep trying.
Keep swinging. Keep swinging, and don't get too concerned about expectations. The main practice, the main work that you're doing is to relax, release, and to decompress. And so when we practice meditation, our meditation method is to support us in doing that. It's not in for another purpose. So as we're practicing, if we find ourselves to get frustrated, to get worked up, we are being with that, we are relaxing that, we are decompressing that. So oftentimes I tell people, if you're joining for these group meditations and you feel you're totally ready to give up, you're totally finished and done, well, just lay down, or stretch out or do something. Don't fully give up. Just take a step back and restart, refresh, and relax, and continue that way. Continue your practice. Stay within the practice space, the practice container. Because is this ideal? Is this perfect? No. But how many people have the opportunity to join a group meeting like this live and to have that kind of space being held? Very, very few. It's very rare to have that opportunity. So take advantage of it when you're here, and then afterwards, maybe you'll say that this isn't what you want to do, but at least for that period of time, take advantage of it. Stay within the container for that period of time, and then later on you can reevaluate. But if you make that commitment, if you have that intention, okay, I know that we have these group meditations every day at 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. New York time, and that's continuously happening. So if you know that and you say, okay, I'm going to join, you join and you stay within it. But you don't need to stay within it in this kind of clenched, hardcore thing, and because then you are going to give up and you're going to run away. You're going to give up not only this practice, but probably your practice in general. Not only giving up the community space, but you're giving up your practice. So stay inside the container and just, if you need to spread out or relax, do that. But if you make the decision, I want to be here, then be here for it. Don't cheat yourself. Try for the full period of time.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I try to be very cognizant of different experience levels and stuff. And, an hour is a very great period of time. If you're doing an hour a day of a meditation practice or something, that's a serious practice. That's an advanced practice to be spending an hour a day in this kind of stuff: introspection, contemplation, spiritual teachings in a kind of grounded way. That's rare. Most people in the world are not doing that. So you're already in the top 1% or something. But I understand that for people who are beginners, 25 minutes sitting or 30 minutes sitting, it can get intense. So always try to keep the balance and stay within 1 hour in terms of finishing up, wrapping up. But before you give up fully, just give up a little bit. change your position, relax, and continue. Braden, I can see sitting in lotus position and the right leg goes numb. If we have a pain in the back or the leg, we just adjust our posture. That's it. Don't overthink it. Adjust your posture and continue. Castle says, do you observe Vesak? And if so, what do you do? It's just a matter of the temple that I'm staying at. So sometimes a temple will have a very big celebration for Vesak, and sometimes the temple has nothing. So I'm not personally making a celebration for Vesak, which is like a Buddhist holiday, Buddha's birthday. I'll say happy birthday to the Buddha and I'll meditate with him on Vesak, on his birthday. Courtney says, I chanted the Heart Sutra aloud for the first time, and it was even more powerful than just listening. Yeah, for sure. You know, the chanting practice, Western people, modern people tend to be very anti-religious, but it's wonderful to do a chanting and to express our, um, this different side of ourselves and to be vulnerable and to share and to express. And once again, not everyone has that privilege, that ability. Some people might be fired up to join in chanting, but they don't have an environment that allows that. It's not possible for them to do it. So if you do have that environment, take advantage, try and join along. It can be a very powerful experience to join in chanting. And David also chanting it. That's wonderful. Yeah, that's really great. Anyone else have a question, something to share?
Hi, Bante. I just wanted to say thank you so much for the meta practice today. That was really, really lovely. I feel very whole after. So
Yeah,
thank
you're
you.
you're welcome, Bree.
Or something. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So, what I wanted to say is that for quite a few years now, I haven't really felt safe anywhere, especially in my own body. But I feel really safe being a part of this community. So, thank you all, each and every one of you. Really means a lot.
It's a little bit broken up, Anushka, but it sounds like you're meditating in community and do you feel happy? Something like that?
I wanted to say I haven't really felt safe anywhere, even in my own body, for quite a while now. But I feel safe here, and it's a refreshing feeling. So thank you all. I'd like to thank each one of you for that.
Okay. A feeling of safety. That's great. I'm happy to hear about that. That's very important that we all feel safe here, that we feel it's a safe community space and a protected space. Um, I it's loving kindness with an iron fist. No debate, no excuses. If you want to do something other than loving kindness, you go straight to the prison. You go straight outside. That's why in the rules, um, be kind, be gentle, be loving. So that's a practice that we work with and embody here. And sometimes you need a reminder to be kind and be gentle and be loving. But as long as we remember the heart of what we're doing here together is that, then everything works well. Everything continues well. wrathful. Karin says wrathful compassion. Yeah, but gentle, wrathful compassion. Okay, dear friends. So we can bring our hands together and we'll do 3 sadhus. And maybe today, for just to experiment, everyone who is readily available to do so, you can unmute your mic and we'll just see that. We'll just see how that goes as we all do sadhu together. I have a feeling it will be wonderfully chaotic. Okay. Yeah, everyone unmute your mic and we'll say sadhu together in the sweetest way. Maybe add an extra layer of gentleness to your chanting. So, all right. Okay, here we go. Sadhu. Okay, so we can start to do that each time we all unmute and add that layer of gentleness and seem to work just fine. Okay, we'll see you all again soon. Take good care of your lives and
Thank
Godspeed.
you. Bye.
Bye bye.
So I'm good. The whole Yeah, but I don't like the me neither. The one. Yeah, the big one. No, 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 the little one. You don't like the small one? No, it's like cold light. So this one then, huh? Yeah, yeah. Or I can put more wood. What do you think? Candles. So the little one doesn't work anymore? No, work, but look like hospital light. That's what we figured out. Yeah, what?
Questo pure italiano, sì. No, no, questo non è. Non è tradotto, no. Forse lo troviamo. Forse lo troviamo nel libro domani. Buonanotte. Notte. So we got Sauna's name. Is this wood? This wood
Must be.
is
You're not going to smell it that way after the fire, after so much time.
here in the lot.
You speak English?
I don't know. Sometimes yes, sometimes no, but generally I understand meditation and the people when talk, but if speak slowly, if speak fast and slang, yes.